Just setting up few things here and there, and then I will be there. Hi friends, welcome to Canada Tried and Tested. In this channel, I'm trying to attempt something new. I'm going to be there live as often as possible and maintain a consistent time so that you can come online and make this interactive. I like interactive session. That way, it feels more engaged with the audience, and sometimes audiences are looking for answers and they don't know where to go. I will try to bridge that gap. A few hygiene factors. I'm not an immigration consultant, so anything what you hear is something which you will have to do deliberation from your end. Look at the right resource. There are resources available online for free. Canada government has their web page where everything is given. I will drop in the note there for you to know where to go for the Canada government's page. So I'm sharing the link here. You just need to be here, and you will get the required answer out here. So that's how I started my journey, and I had no knowledge whatsoever about Canada, and like everyone else, I was trying to find answers on how I can come to Canada. Mm. And these are not very easily available. Even though it's available, it's not known to people, and that's what sometimes makes it challenging for people to know which of the resources to go and rely on. And it happened with me also when I was trying to find on how to come to Canada. So uh, the link which I have given is the Canada government's website. Here you get all the required input from start to end. This is the first resource you will have to come across. Other than that, when you are seeking any guidance or you're taking any suggestions, make sure that you are taking suggestion from someone who is licensed. That is, be it immigration consultant or immigration lawyer. Now, when I was doing my express entry, I did not feel taking any of the help from both immigration consultant or lawyer because it was very, very straightforward when I was doing it. And for express entry, I personally feel that one does not require lawyer. You may do your due deliberation here, but the logic is that I just need to submit all the required documents, what is asked on government's website, and that's what I did, and I got it. Uh, when it comes to the consultant, I would have gone for that option had I had any time positive somewhere, someone who could do professional work for me, making sure the documents are right, I'm submitting everything on time, and if there are any back and forth questions that can be answered and I feel confident, then I would have gone for the consultant's approach. But I was fairly confident of what I am doing. So uh, that's why I did not go for anyone's help. Uh, Other than that, I will just leave it here and wait for you all to join in and see what's uh, happening. I'll keep this live. Let this live just remain as it is. You see me, some of my background stuff, but that's okay. I'll try to be here online as long as possible. And in case you have any questions, I will keep answering those questions. So far, that's the thing. And let me continue. And you join in. You have anything to interact, just let me know. Okay, so that's the thing. Hmm. Being online is sometimes challenging. Just will still be here. So I'm just here in case you have any kind of questions. I will try to at least point you to the resource or just try to answer if I know one. Make sure you're here and you're asking questions. As I said, I'm not an immigration consultant. I did the entire process on my own, and the idea is to bring to your attention Canada government's website. That's www.canada.ca. That's where all the resources are available. And in coming days, what I'll do is I'll try to take you through journey of express entry, which is fascinating. Let me just pull out the express entry draw list and show you how the express entry has been from the day it has started. And that might give you some idea of previous rounds. So here I come to share screen. Just let me know in case you find. Okay, so you see here, this is the express entry system page, and here every draw, the last draw what happened was 227, and here it shows the date when it happened, that was yesterday, and it was a no program specific draw. So as you're aware, after almost 2 years, there's no program specific draw resumed, and we have been seeing very less invitation to apply against the target what the IRCC has planned for this year. And if you look at the score, uh, July 6th of 557, and then it reduced to 542. In my opinion, this is going to further reduce uh, the score, and anywhere around 475 and above should get the ITA by end of this year, provided this invitation to apply increases to 5,000 at least per draw. So once that starts to happen, you will see the score also dropping in. There are many other things like the bill which has been tabled recently. People have been talking all around, especially on social media. Don't get misguided by that. Its bill has been proposed. There are a lot of stakeholders with whom government will have to interact and see how to make this successful. So just don't go by people on social media just trying to get their attention, uh, and trying to sell things which are not even known to anyone, because it's a long journey. So just hold on that is what I would say. Now, if you look at this express entry, last two draw has been no program specific draw, and we're going to see some more in coming days. But once you come down, these are the previous ones. We were seeing a lot of provincial nominee programs over last 2 years, and then the Canadian experience class. Now, let me go to the initial, the first no program specific draw, which happened in 2015. Why I am coming to the history, you will get to understand how dynamic this express entry has been when it started, right? So you see, these scores were very, very high, and it had no program specific draw in the first two uh, draw, that is January and February 15, and the draw frequency was very, very less. This was time when express entry was getting established, and you see the score 886. Now, my assumption is that these scores are by the individual who were already in Canada, say on work permit, and they knew that this program is coming. And most of the outsider were not aware of this program. So even this Canadian experience class would have happened that way, and someone would, in all these three categories, would have a secured job, and that's why you see this score which is as high as 800 plus. Now when we come to the next uh, no program specific draw, you see, after 735 suddenly the score drops to 481, 453, 469. And when this started to happen, um, by now people who were there in the express entry pool, some of the outsiders would have come in this. When I say outsider, again, people who had work permit but not job, and they had at least 1 year of work permit. So they would have had this high 480 plus. And later on, these scores further started to drop: 453, 469, 453. These, I would call it as golden period for express entry, when not many people were aware of this express entry program. It was like a black hole for many, and at least in India, lot and lot of people, took advantage of this. they uh, made sure that they make money. So uh, you see these scores, uh, and what started in this 2015, the score we saw lower lows, 456, then 450, and then the scores coming up. So this pool is very very dynamic. People come in and go out, and that's how these scores were also getting impacted. And you see consistently 1500 plus invitations were getting given around this time. So 1463, you see the number, which is uh, uh, you know uh, not a very uh, not a number which you would actually look at. So this would have meant that not many people were there in the pool, and as we go up consistently, the invitations were also increasing. Uh, you see here the invitations reduced here. So this was a trial period when the government was also trying to understand how to streamline this process and make it uh, user friendly. So few changes were happening around this time, and the scores were also reducing. You see 453, uh, and for the no program specific draw, I think 417 or 419 was the least which I had seen when okay, so 415. You see, around April 2017, these are lucky people who were there in the pool. Then it further fell to 413. You see here on May 31st, 2017. Now, as we go up, you see 433, 434. Around this time is when I learned about Express Entry in 2017. Um, I think it was around November, okay, when I learned about Express Entry, that too by fluke. And then I started to study on how competitive this is, how the ranking system works, and so on. So around that time, I knew that if I get a score of 450 plus, I have a great chance of making it to Express Entry. And soon I started to give my English language proficiency exam, started collecting documents, and so on. And even in 2018, the scores were around 450, 440. You see here, these are the score. And when I entered the pool, that was in February 2018, I had a good score, a very competitive score than what is listed here, and that's what made my life easy to get through the invitation to apply. Like the day I applied, within a week's time, I got my invitation to apply. So that much less was the competition, and you see here around 3,000 headcount were getting invitation to apply. Then it started to increase to 3,500 headcount, 3,750, and as we proceed towards uh, the future draw, you see the increase in ITS 3,600, and then we go further. It was around consistently maintaining the same number. Don't look at this smaller head count. This was a federal skilled trade related draw, and if you look at this is very few in number, but it also happens. So then you see consistently 5,000 invitation to apply until 2020, before COVID strikes. And even during COVID, when it was not peaking, it was just the start of COVID, the draws were happening. And suddenly we started seeing the Canadian experience class draw. Okay, and here, this was a bumper. The draw number 176. Many people who were here in this draw would know how it feels to be when you are a Canadian experience class. 27,332 invitation to apply. were given, and the lowest CRS score of 75. Never heard in history of Canada's express entry program. So, any chance with the score of 526? Uh, the bird, uh, 526 is a competitive score, in my opinion. 2 to 3 draws, and you will have ITA. Congratulations, advance. I wish I had the score of 526. Uh, Last draw we saw 550 plus, but as the ITAs will increase, we saw initially it was 500, 1500, then 1750. Now the next draw will happen, and I'm sure the scores are going to reduce. This 500 plus table is very competitive at the moment, close to 9,000 uh, candidates in that pool, but your score is very competitive, and you should make it. That's my opinion. Provided the invitation to apply headcount increases and the frequency is maintained consistently. So 526 is going to be a good thing. Now coming to this background of express entry, uh, that's how we started to see um, the provincial nominee and the Canadian experience class draw happening. And this was a bumper draw 176. Never heard in the history of express entry happening. And that's my take, guys. Make sure that you go through this entire list. This gives you some kind of guidance on how the express entry is heading. Now, there have been talks about the new bill. Till such time there are some black and white thing happening, uh, it's too premature to comment. There are a lot of people who have been doing analysis without any concrete evidence, and when there are a lot of stakeholders involved, the process takes time. So we'll have to wait and watch for that. My thing is that just make sure that you're there in the pool and pray God that the frequency increases, and that's going to make things better for you. So that's the thing. I will try to come more often in front of you and be there live. It's one good medium to interact with, and no, I will try to cover a range of topics, be it express entry, uh, how I did my documentation, how I was able to uh, give explanation to the questions what I was getting asked, how I chose to come to Ontario and not other province, the challenge of coming to Ontario, finding job, settling down, starting new life in Canada. These are some things which people have questions on. And then there are concerns related to safety, uh, networking, resume. These are common things which uh, gets asked. So if you're there and you are in any stage of your process, make sure that you are preparing yourself uh, to optimum level, be it networking, be it trying to find the field where you want to be, finding right people with whom you can make connections even before you land, and that way things are going to be um, quite streamlined for you. So um, I think for today I will end the video here. I don't see any other question. There was only one question related to the CRS score of 526, and I have given my opinion. Now, I'm not an immigration consultant. By the way, even the immigration consultant will not be able to uh, give you exact details, because uh, IRCC has very dynamic way of doing this draw. Only thing what we know from last draw to now is that the ITAs have increased and the CRS score has been decreasing, which is good news. So, guys, thank you for being here. Um, Hope to see more headcounts coming in, more questions, and that way uh, you get to know much more detail. Thanks for watching Canada Tried and Tested. Do check out my website where I have tried to organize everything. Let me just pull that website for you. Uh, Before you go in, I will get the website, which you should be able to see. Okay, so this is the website. Now, when I was starting my life and journey to Canada, it was quite challenging. So, what I have done is in this website, I have tried to make a list once you come down. Okay, so this is the list which I have made. If you type express entry, for example, you have all the things. Today I talked about the history of express entry, which is here. In case you need to go and have a recap, you can go and watch this video. Every draw I have made analysis and I have been bang on. There is no brainer. You just need to understand what's happening. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Look at the immigration level plan, and then you can make your own analysis. You don't have to go and inquire about this. Now, in case you're looking for information on PNP, um, I have talked about the PNP draw. Frankly speaking, I don't understand how this PNP draw works, but uh, I've, one of my friend, he shared his experience of coming on the PNP nomination without job, and then I have also tried to explain the PNP uh, and many other things which are very essentials, like banking. You just need to go and check banking, and these are all banking related, finance related, tax related stuff which I'm talking about, and I have documented everything so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for being here, and thank you for watching Canada Tried and Tested.